Hello, my name is Dan Yukon, President of Essential Life Solutions. Here at Essential Life, we listen to the common problems researchers face when performing chromatography, and I have made it my career to provide innovative solutions. We have designed the next generation of chromatography column technology. In this video, we will demonstrate the fundamental differences between our new SNAP column and another widely used device. Thank you for watching.
Essential Life Solutions understands that linear motion of the piston is essential for well-defined chromatography. The comparative column's design allows for only rotational adjustment of the piston by employing a turn of the screw. By rotating the piston, the frit end scrapes the top surface of the packed bed. Furthermore, mechanically compressing the bead bed causes a torsional load through the resin beads. Essential Life took an alternative approach and designed the patented snap clamp that rotates the nut but not the piston. The snap clamp is also simple to install. As the snap clamp turns, the piston comes down on the packed bed in a true axial fashion as to not disturb the resin surface. In return, the chromatographer will experience better peaks. The snap clamp was designed to counter the force directed outward from the column, keeping the pistons in place during high-pressure chromatography. As you can see, the angle molded in the clamp was designed in such a way that as the pressure inside the column increases, the more tightly the clamp compresses against the column, ensuring the safety of high-pressure users. Another important point is that on the comparative column, the inlet and outlet connections are made internally on the column, thereby not allowing the chromatographer visibility of where any leak has originated from, if there is one. This would be problematic on a long run. If the leak is not detected, a substantial amount of mobile phase or valuable injection of material may be wasted. On the snap column, connections are made externally, giving the chromatographer visibility if there is a leak. All ELS connections are 1/4 28 fittings. For the HPLC system, using M6 fittings, our columns come standard with M6 adapters so that it can be used with virtually any HPLC system. The comparative column has the benefit of being cheaper to produce because of the coarse threading used. The downside is that for every turn of the piston, there is a much greater linear movement onto the packed bed, thereby not allowing for fine adjustment of piston position. Essential Life focused on designing the most accurate column possible. For these purposes, thinly threaded pistons were designed for fine adjustments. This allows the chromatographer to conduct more accurate readings. Additionally, all snap columns have the double-ended piston configuration, but for this superior mechanism in the comparative column, there is a significant upcharge. On the comparative column, the frits are simply a nylon saw capped off on the end of the piston, and behind it is a plastic mesh. This mesh does not allow for any flow distribution onto the packed bed. Also, they are prone to pop off during high flow circumstances and interfere with the purpose of the column. The snap column, on the other hand, uses what is considered to be a true frit. The frit is made of a porous material in various porosities. Due to the thickness of the frit, as the liquid passes through, there is a much greater flow distribution and does not come off easily. For the researcher using the comparative column, he or she will encounter a number of issues with the chromatography process because of the wavy nature on the inside of the column. The variation in diameter throughout the bed length creates a wall effect as the mobile phase is running through the column. This lack of precision requires an external O-ring adjuster, which is a tricky procedure because it can be over or under tightened, depending on the user. This column is also manufactured with acrylic, which easily fractures. These are non-issues for the users of snap column because Essential Life Solutions only produces with true precision bore glass. The glass is manufactured so that it is within 3/1000ths of an inch tolerance over the length of the column. The thicker glass wall is a more robust design and also allows for a greater pressure tolerance and durability. This 15mm snap column has a pressure rating of up to 35 bars, whereas this column can only withstand 2 bars. The scientist to use a smaller diameter or higher performance resin, thus producing better chromatography results. If the pressure needs are not this high, the column still provides a much more robust design, making column breakage a non-issue. The snap column is also manufactured to include a fused millimeter scale for easier measurement during packing. The markings are resistant to organic solvents, so they will not wear off during any procedure. The comparative packing adapter is installed by screwing it onto the end of the column. One drawback we have observed with this packing reservoir is that the diameter is much larger than the diameter of the column. As your slurry passes into the column, there is going to be a turbulent flow, which will cause uneven settling of the bed. This is not the proper way to pack a column. With the snap column, we also offer a packing adapter, which is very simple to install. The packing adapter is the same diameter as the column, so as the resin goes to settle into the column, there is no diametrical difference between one column and the other, which gives a much more uniform and evenly packed bed.